Their hit song Spirits has taken the airwaves by storm. #1 on the Canadian alternative radio charts for weeks on end. Joining me right now is John and Dave from, of course, the Strumbellas. They're here tonight to play in Saskatoon at TCU Place. John, let's start with you. How does it feel to be back in Saskatoon?
Feels great. It's always been like a really good city for us. We played here I think way back in 2012 or 2013, so ages ago. All the shows have been really great. It's a really fun city, so we're super happy to be here.
Some pretty good fans that come out to your shows?
Definitely, a lot of singing along, which is probably the highest compliment you can ever really do, and it's just great to see people sing along. It's very cool.
Talking about singing along, every time I walk down the street, I am seeing someone singing your song, Spirits. So how does that make you feel, Dave, when, you've been a band for 8 years, you've worked together, following your passion, and now you can't even turn the corner without seeing someone sing or talk about your song, Spirits?
Yeah, it feels great. I mean, it feels like, the hard work's paying off. In the States, they're just, and in Europe, they're just sort of hearing about us for the first time. Yeah. So they're getting a kind of an overnight success vibe, but in Canada, of course, people have known us for a long time, so it's one of these overnight success, 10 years in the making kind of things. Yeah. And but in Canada, people have been with us for a long time, so that's lovely.
Let's talk about Spirits, the meaning behind it. I mean, I love the melodies, I love the hymn aspect to it, but for some people it might be on a more sad, depressing type note. Is that the message behind it?
Not really. I mean, I think there's sad themes in it for sure, but it's really a song, I think, about really hope ultimately, and kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and sort of getting through all your struggles. So probably maybe the highest compliment is when people sing along or get so connected to your song that they feel the need to write to us or something. And that's happened quite a few times in the last couple of months. Is people write in and say, I'm suffering this this terrible tragedy in my life, but this song really helped me. And that's honestly probably one of the greatest things to hear as a musician, is to have someone tell you, this song made a huge impact in my life. We're thrilled. We read all the messages. It's really great.
And your newest album is also called Hope. You're here on tour. You're here in Saskatoon to promote that. What can listeners experience? What's the feel of that album?
Definitely a little, I think we turned the knob a little bit towards more poppy kind of sounds. Okay. At the time we were listening to a lot of Taylor Swift, Katy Perry and stuff like that, and that really kind of got into some of the songs. So it's more of a wall of sound kind of approach than our other songs. There's synthesizers, there's just a lot of big kind of chorus drops. So just a common bit of a departure from other two records, but not too much.
And Dave, for you, what was the most fun working on this new album, Hope?
John mentioned that we added a bunch of synthesizers, which we'd never done before, and I learned how to use them. They're very, so I was the piano player in the band, and now I have a bunch of new fun gear. It's kind of more like operating a spaceship than playing a musical instrument, so that's fun for me.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Has it been a bit of a whirlwind for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're in and out of airports. I was just thinking that Saskatoon actually has one of my favorite views when you approach the airport from the air. It's so just looking at the land and the big sky and all the little, I don't know if you call them lakes or ponds on the way in. Anyway, a lot of airports, a lot of driving, but it's great. It's been a whirlwind, but it's been fun.
The prairies are pretty picturesque. I know exactly what you mean. Their newest album, Hope, is available now. Thank you so much for taking a few minutes before your big show.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.